Okay, so we are having another garage to kitchen conversion update tonight. And I'm coming out, I was on my way to bed, and then I was like, oh wait, they're coming tomorrow to do the installation, and whenever I wait to do these updates, yeah, it'll just get away from me. So, wanted to say, big announcement is all of Travis's electrical passed the electrical inspection. So, we're talking boxes and I don't know, all the electrical things, outlets. I did share about this in some other videos. Outlets, wires, dishwasher, yes, all the outlets, all the walls, all the time. He's actually out at Lowe's now getting the guts, so to speak, that go inside the custom range hood that we ordered. And hopefully he'll be back home with that soon, but he was getting all that. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code LFTable16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. We have the hood, but he needed the actual vent and such that goes inside. So that is to be done soon project, but all of these have passed, and here is how the box is looking. It looks like, you know, inside a robot, doesn't it? Wires everywhere, wires run with love, right? And there's another, I think that's gonna be a light switch. Wires, wires, wires. And so what is happening tomorrow? Oh, also up here, so there's not really room up here to use the up top of our house for like true attic storage, but we are going to have access. There's lots of our HVAC equipment up there, and this is where we'll have some pull down access. And so he did, there's going to be a light up there. Of course there's going to be a ceiling, but here these are the lights that will go over our table area, and then here are some lights that will go over the island area, and then just here in the walkway in the kitchen we have a light up there, and then over here we have a light over the sink, and let's see, on down here, so these LED lights will not be here. There's another light up yonder, and yeah, lots of light things and electrical things have been done. So tomorrow, my understanding is they're coming and they're doing the insulation in the walls and the ceiling all the way around here. And then after that, we will have another inspection. And then I believe from there, next up is drywall. So, good night tonight. Next up, I will show you the insulation, and we will be moving forward to turning this into my big Mega Mama kitchen. Yay! Alrighty, so we are back. The insulation's in. Didn't take too long. Let me show you what this looks like. All right, here we are. Looking a little different already. So insulation. Things happening. They did not put it in the ceiling yet. I thought they were doing that today and they didn't, so I must have just misunderstood, and that will be a coming. I don't know my proper chain of events. They did put this like cardboard there, so again, not sure if they're coming back tomorrow to do that or what we do here, but I do know that this roof is getting insulation and drywall. We're obviously not to the drywall yet. We have our inspection now tomorrow. Our county seems to run really quick now that we're in the process. So whenever we have some work done and then they need to come out to approve it, as long as we let them know, like today, Travis emailed them before noon, and so they were scheduled to come out tomorrow. They will come out tomorrow and check off for the insulation, and I think some foam, something he wanted Travis to do. And then I believe the next thing is the drywall and finishing up ceiling type things as well. So that is getting pretty serious. Looks kind of wild having another color besides bright white to look at for now, but things are happening. Okay guys, the drywall just showed up and I was literally standing in here to film an update video. The drywall is going to be stacked up probably all against these walls. So how quickly can I do this? Recently the plumbing company came back out and secured the pot filler to the wall. This is a new water line for a countertop ice maker. And then the gas company was here this morning and they this is just a hole from one side of the wall to the other because the drywall's coming. They're going to need a special valve. They know how to do their jobs because the stove is so big. But for today, we just got the hole through the wall, and I'll take you outside and show you what else they did. Okay, so then outside. So this tank used to be down on the outside of our deck, and now they moved it here this morning. We had the little concrete pad for them already. Today the goal for the hole was just to get the hole through the brick. And this is where it used to sit. And so gardens need help. This is kind of an odd downhill area. I want to do you want to hear all the thoughts, right? Something different on the exterior. House, plants that need filled. And now they're going to unload the drywall. Yay! Well, while they're unloading the drywall, these guys, hi! Hi! You see us and you're like, okay, I'd like my banana peels. Hi! How you doing? Hello, hello. Alrighty, so I was trying to get an update film before the drywall came. I was thinking the drywall was going to take up a lot more room because they were saying they were going to set it against the walls and stuff, and you can see that wall there, and I'll show you there's another load here, but I can still move around and talk about things a little more with you. Thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code LFTable16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. That's HelloFresh.com. Code LFTable16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. So let me tell you, if you are new around here, maybe you haven't heard. And if you've been around here a while, you already know. My kids love to call HelloFresh our fancy food. And boy, was I cooking up some delicious fancy food this evening for the family. HelloFresh recipes feature produce that goes from the farm to your front door in under a week, which means their spring menu features the season's freshest flavors. With HelloFresh, step-by-step recipes are super easy to follow, and pre-portioned ingredients help me cut out prep time so I have time to get outside this spring, and that's always Mama's favorite. HelloFresh won't get in the way of a busy day. Stay on track with simple recipes and fresh pre-portioned ingredients to cut out meal prep and trips to the grocery store. So we love this dinner. It was so very delicious. It was fun to cook and we love the sauce. It was just super good all the way around. So be sure to go to HelloFresh.com and use code LFTable16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. That's HelloFresh.com and code LFTable16 for 16 free meals and free surprise gifts. One little hiccup I want to share is I had filmed the first batch of updates for this video many weeks ago, and then I filmed another batch of updates that is MIA. We don't know where. I don't know. The first batch I gave to my editor. He has had those in safekeeping. The second batch I have had. Okay. I can't find it. So in real time as I'm recording this, my editor reminded me the first batch of footage he has been holding is once the insulation was in. So Okay, now I'm like, well, what was my other updates on? There's been other things. Okay, now I'm looking around and seeing other things. So let me try to get you caught up on some more things that's been happening here for the next few weeks. And then we're going to talk about what starts tomorrow and then all the things that are going to come screaming down the hill at us after that. There's the other batch of drywall. Okay, I don't know if you hear that. Do you hear that sound? It's the forced air sound. So many of you have wanted to know how we are going to heat and cool this room. So the HVAC company came out and we have HVAC things happening up here all around and air blowing out. So that was a big deal, and that has been inspected and passed inspection. And then the HVAC company, they gave us several options for heating and cooling this room. The only thing they think there could be an issue with is our thermostat. And again, we're going to start with this option. This was honestly the cheapest option. And then after, if this does not work in keeping everything heated and cooled properly, then we will do, I think it's called a mini split, where basically it's like another smaller unit just for this kitchen, which is cool. We just didn't want to do that if this is going to work. Like, it's already cool out here now and we have an open ceiling happening. So we're going to see how this goes. But our air conditioning unit itself is large enough to do this space. So anyway, we shall see. And then the other thing that's been done is this is the duct work that needed to be done for the big obnoxious big honking hood that I got. And then there's Travis's box for it there. And this comes up and it goes out the side of the house, and there's a cap up there where whatever we vent goes out, and that has passed its inspection also. And then since I ended my other clips for you with the insulation, you must have seen this. So I know Travis also within that time, so these bar lights will not be here. They've been here for us to have some light in the meantime. But Travis has finished up all of this lighting. Like these three, 1, 2, 3, this will be the lights that are dealing with this island area. And then these lights here, at least this one and this one, are going to be over our big table. And then this light over here is more of, walk in the door light. We have another light up there because this is going to be part of my sitting area. And then let's see what else. So I know I showed you this real quick too. The refrigerator is a commercial refrigerator. It does not have an ice maker or a water line or a freezer. So it's gonna be, I'm so excited just to have 47 cubic feet of refrigerator space in the kitchen where I'm working. Because with the freezer, I just drag stuff I need, out and use it, or I'm shoving stuff in there. But to have a working refrigerator where we can, it's just, I have no words. I'll have to show you how we utilize it, but I'm utilizing it in my hopes and dreams already, and I'm very excited about it. And actually, a friend of mine, she sent me a picture of, because I bought this refrigerator because it's the same one she has. It's a good size. She has 10 kids. Anyway, she can put a full-size roaster oven in there. So just so excited. But in the meantime, we're going to have like a countertop ice maker. And we haven't had an ice maker in years. This is just like, we're getting our new kitchen, let's have an ice maker. But then Travis also said, down the road at some point in life, we may have a different refrigerator, and that way the water line will be there. I don't know electrical stuff. Here's another look. It looks like a science project to me. I think more things have been done in here since the last time I showed it to you, although I can't tell you what it is, but yeah. Good job, Travis. All right, so plan of attack here. What is happening? Because again, so many of these little things that took many weeks to get done and inspected and more and inspected and, just back and forth. The drywall starts tomorrow. Travis thinks that's only going to take him a day or two. That also includes the ceiling. Then next week at some point, the insulation company is coming back and they're going to do spray insulation in this ceiling part. I don't know what days these are happening yet, but the punch list. Within all that, all the drywall, the ceiling, and the walls will get primered. And then it's going to get painted. And then all the trim will be done. And then at that point, I'm 99.9% sure, then it's the floors will go in. And then I think it's cabinets. And once the cabinets go in, we can have the countertop folks come out and get that ordered. Don't ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies. I'm going to think about that when it's time to think about that. And the gas company can come out. They said, even though they moved the tank today and they drilled through the wall here so they can do the drywall around it, they said that once the cabinets are in, then they can come back and do the rest of their work that needs to be done. And then the stove can be put in, but then they don't turn it on, obviously, until the stove is hooked up and in place and ready to go. And within all that, the vent hood and the hood needs installed. I'm assuming that Travis is going to work with the guts of the hood. That was interesting. So we got the hood from, I think it's the same stove brand. I think it's Z-Line. And I've looked at so many stoves. I've got all these different stove names in my head now. But anyway, the FedEx truck came up here the other day, like the full tractor trailer. We have had full tractor trailers up here many times, like delivering the shipping container and just different things that have come here. Anyway, we had a bunch of rain and it got stuck. So we had a tractor trailer stuck in our driveway and in our front circle for about an hour or so. So that was exciting. It all worked out in the end. So I have to run out here and ask Travis, let me see if there's anything else I have missed, because again, a lot's been going on. Some days it's just been a picking away, and then now it seems like it's going to bust forth, and there's going to be a lot of changes that you'll be able to see. So let me check in with him real quick. Alrighty, so I just checked in with Travis, and I think I have covered it all. But wait, there's more, because I'm going to show you this drywall progress coming up. So you'll be able to see walls and a ceiling, and we'll just see. I'm going to keep on filming this until I get close to having to publish it, how it's laid out in my calendar plan. So 1 second and I'll show you more. All right, friends, so yesterday the drywall guys came, and this is how far they got. We now have a ceiling, and they're coming back today, and maybe even a third day. The ceiling, yes, and we have that wall mostly done, and this wall done. Just tour you around. You can see they got that sliver of wall done there. After so today, of course, they'll need to get this whole wall done, this done, that corner. Yesterday was a lot between, I mean, they just worked hard all day. The cutouts of the ceiling, all these outlet cutouts. And then what else will be happening? Oh, sorry, I haven't even had my first morning cup of coffee yet, but I'm trying to get this filmed before they get here, because they'll probably be here soon. But anyway, after they get the drywall done, I was asking Travis, because I don't know how these things work, but I was like, what about all the screws and stuff in them? But anyway, they come and they mud that, he said. So they're going to do the seams and fill in all of that, and it'll just look like smooth walls. Yay, Jamerrill, that's how drywall works. So getting things done. It's coming together. We just have our light bars over there for now. But anyway, I will update you again after they get done with their work from today. Yay. Okay, guys, actually the drywall guys are here, and I forgot to get my video clip of what it looked like when they finished day 2. So I said, give me 1 minute, let me just get this video clip, because I'll be sad if I don't. So they are waiting for me for 1 minute, but here we go. You can see everything that they did on day 2. Hopefully my lighting plays along, and I will get out of here for them to jump on in. There's their stuff there. But yeah, so they finished this wall, cut the attic access, finished over here. You can see the nice deep windowsills. And so today they're going to continue on. They had started on the mudding where they go over all the seams and stuff. And so that is what they're going to work on getting done today. Now I'm going to let these guys get to work. So yay, end of day 2, beginning of day 3 drywall. Well friends, so yesterday the drywall guys came back. I don't know if it was their 3rd day or their 4th day, but I'm going to show you what they did yesterday. Today they weren't here because they were letting everything dry. They're going to come back tomorrow or so and sand everything. After things are sanded, I don't think it's the same group of guys. I think it's another group that will be coming to primer everything. And there's also trim. Within all that, then the insulation folks will be coming to blow all the insulation up in this part of the attic. What else is happening? Okay, well then after that things get very, very serious. Primer, trim, insulation. Insulation can be done at any time. Paint, we'll have to have everything painted. Then it's the floors. And then Travis said somewhere in all that, there's another inspection or 2. After that, he can go around in all of these outlet areas. He can actually wire in the outlets and the light switches and such. Then after that, I think we're ready for cabinets to be installed. Yay! And appliances and vent hood configurations. Once the stove is in, it's got to officially be setting there, then the gas company can come back out and do the rest of their job. Yeah, so I mean, when I say it, it's like, that doesn't sound like that much, but I know all of that can take another 6 to 8 weeks, and because I said that, maybe it's gonna be 12, but everything is, it just feels like it's a snowball effect now, and sooner rather than later, we're gonna be in this kitchen, and we're gonna be in this kitchen before a lot of the big companies said they could even start on it, which that was my goal in all of it. I was back in fall 2021. I did not want to wait until fall 2022 to start this kitchen. So let me show you what they got done yesterday and we'll go from there. Okay, so after yesterday was done, or I can say yesterday during the day, I mean, they worked late. It seemed like they worked until 7:30 or 8 last evening. There's now thick, I'm just going to call it mud. I think that's what you refer it to. It's thick around everywhere where there were seams. On the walls where there's seams, it's coated. Everywhere that there were screws put in, they have those filled. This is just some more supplies they have sitting. So here it is way back in the corner. So when I'm sitting in my chair, this is what it'll look like, only, only painted and have light in and all that. But here's how the ceilings are looking. So again, every single seam is filled and the holes are filled. And we have that light bar there, so I know that's messing with our eyes here. Oh, I got some stink bugs hanging out in here. Anyway, the attic access. And this is, Travis will be giving us outlets in all of those places. And then things are looking official. The plumbing company put the water line access there too for us to have an ice maker on the counter. Here's how things are looking down here stove wise. So again, Travis said that they'll be coming back and sanding all of this down, and then it'll be primer and trim and paint and floors. And then it's cabinet time. And I just feel like when it's cabinet time, it's really, really serious. So that is super exciting. Of course, once the cabinets are in, then we'll have to have countertop folks out and get those ordered, and serious thoughts on backsplash and all of that. But here it is. So it's been a good, productive week here. Yay. Getting closer to the kitchen. Thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code LFTable16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts.